Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter. We start with some breaking news on Wall Street as we take a live look at the big board. The market's diving once again over new tariffs yet again. The Dow dropping 400 points after President Trump threatened to hike tariffs on steel and aluminum from Canada to 50%. The S&P and the NASDAQ also down right now. And Democrat Rebecca Cook is jumping back into the congressional race. Last fall, she came close, losing by just over 11,000 votes to Derek Van Orden. Her campaign will target big drug prices, housing challenges, and what she calls Washington's chaos. Cook, an Eau Claire native who grew up on a dairy farm, says she'll fight for working class issues.
Why I stepped up to run for Congress. Our family farms are continuing to fold. Healthcare access and affordability, especially with our two big hospital closures here in Eau Claire, continue to create a gap in our healthcare system here in western Wisconsin. And women's reproductive freedoms, frankly, are still very much under attack.
During her campaign launch, Cook took aim at Congressman Derek Van Orden, accusing him of hiding from his western Wisconsin constituents. Tomah voters can meet their local candidates tonight. The Rotary and Chamber will host forums at Cranberry Country Lodge starting at 6 p.m. All 5 alderperson candidates will appear first, followed by the 4 school board contenders. The event is free and open to all Tomah residents. Absentee ballots for the April 1st election go out today to voters with requests on file. Ballots must include a witness signature when you return it. The request deadline is Thursday, March 27th. You can track your ballot at myvote.wi.gov.
Well, we saw some record-breaking highs yesterday, but that's definitely not going to be the case today. We had a little bit of a party pooper come through with that cold front this evening. That's cooled our temperatures off just slightly. We're actually going to be staying still just a few degrees above normal, but again, a little bit cooler than we were yesterday, sitting at 46 degrees right now in La Crosse under sunny skies. Eau Claire is sitting at 37. The good news, though, those winds have really lightened up. You're barely even feeling it out there. They are out of the north, so that's really indicating that cooler air that moved in, but they're not going to be out of the north for too much longer. We'll see them switch around as we go into the overnight and into tomorrow. Here's a look at our high temperatures for today. Most of the area near I-90 and south staying near 50 degrees. However, we'll likely stay in the 40s. Everybody else staying in the mid and low 40s. So again, actually a few degrees above normal, but definitely a big change around after some of the area saw the 70s yesterday. Here's a look at the rest of your afternoon. Staying mostly sunny out there again. Light winds, not really feeling it too much compared to our breezier conditions that we've had over the last few days. And Eau Claire staying in the low to mid 40s, throughout the rest of the afternoon. We do have some warmer weather continuing to warm up as we go throughout the rest of the week, and an active end to the week coming up on Friday. I'll have more details on how this might affect your weekend plans coming up in my full forecast.
All right, Nicole, we'll see you later. Thank you. Governor Tony Evers was at UWL this morning speaking about supporting campus projects there, specifically finishing the Prairie Springs Science Center and replacing the outdated Cowley Hall. All moves, Evers believes, provide state-of-the-art instructional labs and research spaces.
We need more people in sciences, and one of the ways to do that is to provide an updated curriculum, great teachers, and they've got it here. They don't have the facility.
Evers' latest budget proposal includes investing $856 million into the UW system over the next 2 years. The Onalaska School District has a new superintendent, the school board naming Ben Barton to the position. He was one of 3 finalists who met the community at a public forum last week. He served as superintendent for Princeton Public Schools, a district an hour north of the Twin Cities and similar in size to Onalaska. Before that, he was superintendent at Caledonia.
Ben impressed us with his vast knowledge of not only what the role involves and entails, but how that role works cooperatively with the Board of Education.
He will start July 1st. A woman accused of killing 1 person and injuring 2 children in a DUI crash faces a motion hearing at 1:30. 24-year-old Savannah Myers was arrested after a crash that killed 25-year-old Joshua Hernandez. Myers faces multiple charges, including homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. If you need a hand with your taxes this year, Western Technical College offering you some help today. That event will run from 3 to 5 at Western's Toma location. It's designed for households earning under $84,000. Bring last year's return with you and your W-2s for some personalized help. On Wall Street and in D.C., new reaction to President Trump's latest trade war moves. CBS's Natalie Brand has the latest for us from the White House.
Stocks fell further at the start of trading Tuesday following Monday's sell-off, Wall Street's worst day so far this year.
On again, off again tariffs, retaliations, cuts at the government, and it is making people feel concerned enough that we could see the economy slow down.
As the White House downplays concerns over the market, President Trump raised the stakes Tuesday. He announced on social media he's doubling the tariff set to take effect tomorrow on Canadian steel and aluminum coming into the U.S. It will now be 50%. That's in response to Ontario's 25% retaliatory tax on electricity exports to the U.S. U.S. farmers and grocers describe a roller coaster as they brace for tariff impacts. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins acknowledged the concern.
Secretary, what's your message to farmers worried about tariffs, retaliatory tariffs, and uncertainty?
The uncertainty is real, and the farmers and our ranchers are concerned. It's going to be a little bit bumpy for, maybe a few weeks or a few months, but at the end, his vision, and again, what we're effectuating is that our American farmers and ranchers, but truly all Americans, will be moving into an era of greater prosperity.
On Capitol Hill, lawmakers are trying to head off a partial government shutdown at the end of the week. Vice President J.D. Vance headed there this morning ahead of a critical House vote on a stopgap budget measure.
This clean CR contains no poison pill riders, no policy riders there at all, no cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, or Social Security, zero.
But with one GOP hardliner, Kentucky's Thomas Massie, already saying he's a no, the White House confirmed President Trump is making phone calls to potential holdouts. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Still to come for us at noon, economic storm clouds are gathering, why major forecasts are turning gloomy, and what it means for your wallet. And Elon Musk speaking out about the cyber attack on his social media platform. That and more when News 8 Now at noon comes back.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Dreaming of a career but worried about time and cost? At CVTC, we make it easy. With low tuition costs and a wide variety of programs to choose from, we'll get you job ready in just 1 to 2 years. You'll graduate with minimal debt and find a career you love with competitive starting salaries. Dive into your future today with affordable, fast, and rewarding programs at CVTC. Visit cvtc.edu to learn more.
Protect yourself from the harsh sun with Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens from Asher Lasting Exteriors. With over 150 fabrics to choose from and the largest sizes available, you can create shade to match your home and style. Use promo code 15 and receive up to 20% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
When she was a lawyer, Susan Crawford defended Planned Parenthood.
And she personally trusts women to decide whether to have an abortion.
Not Brad Schimmel.
He wants to take us back to the 1849 law
that bans abortion for rape and the health of the mother.
So Susan Crawford is the common sense judge who will protect our rights. And Brad Schimmel is the extremist who will take them away.
That's why we need
Susan Crawford.
Susan Crawford on the Supreme Court.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
In your consumer news, fears of a recession sent markets tumbling Monday. This as the U.S. is facing new reciprocal tariffs from other countries. CBS's Jesse Mitchell has the latest consumer news from New York.
Monday's big sell-off on Wall Street came as Goldman Sachs said it was downgrading its economic growth forecast from 2.4 to 1.7% for this year, citing President Donald Trump's trade policies. Multiple U.S. companies, including Delta Airlines yesterday, have also tempered their earnings projections, blaming softening consumer demand and trade uncertainty. For now, the president has paused tariffs against Canada and Mexico, but yesterday the premier of Ontario made good on his threat to tack an extra 25% surcharge on the electricity his province sends to Minnesota, Michigan, and New York. The new fee will add more than $200,000 American dollars in daily costs for more than 1 million U.S. homes and businesses. Meanwhile, China has slapped retaliatory tariffs on some U.S. agricultural products like beef and soybeans. And ex-CEO Elon Musk says a massive cyber attack is to blame for yesterday's outage. The social media platform formerly known as Twitter was down for thousands of users. In a TV interview, Musk claimed the attack came from an IP address in Ukraine, though cybersecurity experts point out this does not mean that the hack originated from that country.
Coming up, pandemic school shutdowns took a toll on kids. How we can help children recover academically and cognitively when we come back.
Park Bank is working in your best interest, and we have something interesting for you.
Savers, it's your turn. Let us pique your interest at Park Bank with 4.26% APY on one-year CDs.
Interested? Contact us at Park Bank, member FDIC.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy.
The biggest thing I want to get across to people, whether it's via email or voicemail or text, is we are a local Wisconsin family-owned turnkey solar company.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy. How can you lose?
When my sister was murdered 15 years ago, Brad Schimmel kept his promise to us. He told us he was going to get us justice, and he did. When I see these commercials attacking him, I have a lot to say about that, because Brad would kneel next to my mom and hold her hands. And you're going to tell me that's a person that doesn't care about victims? I'm sorry, that is not true. Brad puts victims first, and that's the type of person that should be in the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Park Bank is working in your best interest, and we have something interesting for you.
Interest is growing in our rewards-based Kasasa checking account with 2.99 annual percentage yield.
Interested? Contact us at Park Bank, member FDIC.
Spring is in the air. Here you go. Oh! This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Cause you ain't seen nothing yet.
We make this show for you. It's so good. You gotta watch it every day.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
In our medical news today, we're learning more about how school disruptions during the pandemic affected children. A study published in JAMA showing there was a drop in language, cognitive development, and general knowledge among kids during the pandemic. And it's believed lack of play and in-person interaction also played a role. The study's authors point out that language and cognitive development scores were dropping, though, even before the pandemic. There may be a biological reason the opioid crisis affects men disproportionately more than women. A study on rats by Washington University School of Medicine found estrogen in women helps balance the amount of dopamine released when someone takes fentanyl. This means men release more dopamine when using opioids, which can make the drugs more addictive. OBGYNs are leaving states that restrict abortion rights. Research published in JAMA found a 4% drop in obstetricians and gynecologists in the states with the most restrictive abortion laws. This potentially means worse reproductive care access and quality for women living in those states. As we head to break, we'll take a live look from CityCam 8. Nicole is in next with a look at our forecast.
Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Plus, cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
This is Curtis O'Brien, a convicted felon. He sexually assaulted a 5-year-old Wisconsin girl multiple times. Judge Susan Crawford could have given him 60 years in prison, but she let him walk. 2 years in prison. That's it. While his victim lives with the scars forever. She even let the predator live across the street from an elementary school. That was Crawford's choice. Another dangerous decision from Susan Crawford, putting all our kids at risk. She's just wrong for Wisconsin.
The Sparta Innovation STEM Academy, recognized as Wisconsin's #1 charter middle school, has open enrollment until March 31st for incoming 6th graders. Enroll now in meaningful applications of science, technology, engineering, and mathematical concepts. The Sparta Innovation STEM Academy, located in Meadowview Middle School, provides a teacher-led, inquiry, problem-based learning environment. Learn more at www.isasparta.com.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Dreaming of a new ride? Apply today at driveultra.org and make your dream a reality. Hey, dogs can dream too. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
Well, we have that cooler day today, but temperatures are going to rise back pretty quickly as we go into the rest of the week with a nice little warming trend to take us towards the end of the week. Here we are with our lows tonight, staying fairly mild. Most of us actually getting below freezing again. Some of us got above that line last night, but we're getting a little bit cooler tonight. It's near 30 degrees in La Crosse, 29, and Eau Claire overall not too bad. And then going into tomorrow's highs, we're seeing a little bit warmer temperatures, seeing the near 60s for areas south of I-90, a little bit cooler up to the north, but still getting back to above normal temperatures, and that's going to continue as we go throughout the rest of the week. Again, today staying near 49, but again, here's that normal line of 43 for this time of year, so we're still well above that, but it's just feeling a little bit colder after we've been so lucky with this nice weather the last few days. As we get into Thursday, the 60s will be possible area-wide, and then Friday, that's our nice warm day. If you didn't see the 70s yesterday, then you have an even better chance of seeing it on Friday, with most of the area seeing those 70s, at least getting across that 70-degree mark. Near record highs, but we might not see as many record breakers as we did on Monday, as our records on Friday are just a tad bit higher. Have a little bit of a drop-off going into Saturday. That's going to continue into Sunday as well until we climb back to the near 50s for most of next week. So we don't have any 70s in the forecast for next week as of now. Get out there and enjoy it to start your day on Friday, because when we end the day on Friday, it's going to be a different story. There's going to be a strong low pressure system tracking up from southwest Iowa. Here we are starting Friday morning. Up until this point, our week's going to be fairly quiet. We'll just have that warming trend to enjoy. And then once we get into Friday afternoon, that's when we can start to see some repercussions from the system. So here we are, Friday, 7 p.m., starting to see that slowly tracking to Iowa. It's going to take until about the evening hours for us to see any amount of rainfall with this system, mainly along that cold front. It's going to continue to track into a northeasterly track, and then still seeing widespread widespread showers across the entirety of the area as we go into early Saturday morning. We could still see some isolated, scattered light rain going into the afternoon. And then actually by the time that the low pressure system moves off to our east, we'll get that back end of the cooler air behind it circling in that could transition a lot of that once rain to snow. Right now it's looking like the heaviest snow is going to be staying more into central Minnesota, but we do have the opportunity to pick up some stray amounts, especially for areas north of I-94. Not looking like a lot of snow potential for now. We're really more concerned about that first line of showers passing through, because there could be some thunderstorm activity with that. Overall, it should all be out of the area as we go into the early morning hours for Sunday, but still the chance to pick up a few light snowflakes as we go into early Sunday morning. Here's a look at the total precipitation going throughout Friday and Saturday. Around ½ an inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch across the area. So a nice healthy rainfall for this time of year. There is a severe weather threat with it, though. We're on the very northern extent. Still a lot of questions revolving around the severe potential, especially for our area. More certainty to our south, mainly into eastern Missouri. But if we take a closer look at our area, we're seeing just a possible threat for severe weather, mainly for areas south of I-94. Here's what we do know about this system so far. Widespread rain coming in Friday evening and lasting into the night, and then more scattered chances going into Saturday. It's going to be very windy for the entire period. It's a very strong system, creating some strong winds to go through Friday and Saturday, and that rain will likely turn to snow as we get some cooler temperatures coming in later on Saturday. What we don't know, there's still a lot of uncertainty, especially regarding the severe potential. We have the possibility for some thunderstorms. Whether or not we can get strong to severe thunderstorms in our area, still a bit questionable. We do know that we are getting snow. Whether or not it will fall area-wide or we'll just have some scattered amounts going north of I-94 is still a little questionable. And then when exactly that snow will move out of the area is going to make a difference on how much snow we can get. As of now, the snow is looking light. Again, our main attention is going to be going through that first band of rain that comes through later Friday night. But up until then, we're seeing fairly quiet and pretty nice temperatures by Thursday again, back into the 60s area wide, and then seeing the 70s to start Friday off. But again, those storms come in later into the evening hours, so you definitely want to enjoy that afternoon and then maybe spend the weekend indoors, because it's going to be very windy out there, kind of not the most enjoyable weather, but we have some breezier conditions sticking around for Sunday, and then St. Patrick's Day, 54 degrees, not too bad.
All right, yeah, there's a lot going on there, Nicole. You've got a lot to keep yourself busy.
Yeah, it is a lot. Pretty active.
Yes, all right, thank you. Still to come, a rescue mission for rare and endangered animals. How the seal beat the odds after the break.
Are you thinking of building or remodeling? With on-site designers and many different styles to choose from, Beyer Cabinets will help make your dream a reality. From kitchens to baths, mantles, and laundry rooms, if you can dream it, we can build it. Stop into Beyer Cabinets today.
Well, I am really happy to tell you that we have already made a commitment at Gunderson to do that. So we have asked all of our folks that when you need to fly, that you please prioritize flying out of La Crosse. We believe it's really important. It's our duty. We're the largest employer in this community, and I want to make sure that this airport is here for the long run, and we're committed to that. So people are taking that seriously and doing just that.
Looking for laminate or wood flooring? Why choose Carpets to Go? At Wisconsin's premier flooring sales, Carpets to Go has the best in selection and name brands. Forget what you thought about laminate. Today's laminate is better, stronger, and more stylish than ever. Wood flooring brings an elegance to any room, and there's a wood type and stain for every room. With free estimates and design, financing, and installation available, there's no better choice than Carpets to Go at their convenient location in Onalaska.
When my sister was murdered 15 years ago, Brad Schimmel kept his promise to us. He told us he was going to get us justice, and he did. When I see these commercials attacking him, I have a lot to say about that, because Brad would kneel next to my mom and hold her hands. And you're going to tell me that's a person that doesn't care about victims? I'm sorry, that is not true. Brad puts victims first, and that's the type of person that should be in the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Are you thinking of building or remodeling? With on-site designers and many different styles to choose from, Beyer Cabinets will help make your dream a reality. From kitchens to baths, mantles, and laundry rooms, if you can dream it, we can build it. Stop into Beyer Cabinets today.
Dramatic rescue off the coast of Greece. A rare monk seal found struggling on the rocks. Only 800 of them left in the world. Conservationists were able to swoop in, building a special pool to help her recover, keeping human contact to a minimum. And then, after 2 months of careful treatment, the seal is now back in the wild. A critical rescue for an endangered species. Glad she's doing all right. Nicole's back with the final weather check when we come back.
I'm Sheriff David Zerner with an urgent message. We can't keep you safe when liberal judges refuse to actually punish violent criminals. And Judge Susan Crawford, she's the worst. She continually lets dangerous criminals off easy. 4 years for a man who raped a 6-year-old child. 2 years for a wife beater who also shot a man. Only 90 days for a man who strangled a woman. With judges like Susan Crawford putting violent criminals back on the streets, we can't keep you safe.
Tell Judge Crawford to stop releasing dangerous criminals.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
At Benedictine Living Community La Crosse, we can be a resource for you. We'll guide you every step of the way. I love working at Benedictine Living Community because it's all about you and what you specifically need. And the people you love can feel good and have a peace of mind knowing you're well cared for.
Schedule a tour at blclacrosse.org.
My name is Lori. I'd love it if you come see me at Benedictine Living Community La Crosse.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy.
The biggest thing I want to get across to people, whether it's via email or voicemail or text, is we are a local Wisconsin family-owned turnkey solar company.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy. How can you lose?
We have a couple nice and quiet days ahead of us, plenty of sunshine and some warmer temperatures until we get to the end of Friday with some thunderstorm chances, but other than that, pretty nice week.
Yeah, happy to see all the sun. We'll focus on that for now.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.